Hi everyone, it's BDevine of course, and I'm just going to get this right. And welcome to Divine Miracles. And today, oops, if I can get this correct. Today is a little bit of a reading for you guys. Oops. On this new moon in Scorpio, I know that we had it last night, of course, and the energies are still here intensively with us. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a reading for us all about the new start that's coming, okay? The energy that we're focusing on, and also the energy of working through your fears. Okay, so we have the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. And I'm going to talk to you guys about this. And also we will pull some cards and things about, what we're releasing and what's coming forward for us. I know that sometimes people are triggered and, go through all of this different triggering process right now, especially around this time of year. And we've had it all year though, really, right? We've had all of this triggering energy happening all year long, and we can either give in to that and continue to have that happen in our life, or we can decide that we want to be positive, we can decide that we want to have healing, and we can decide that change is possible for us. And especially if you've dealt with PTSD or have been through horrific kinds of abuse in different ways, whether it's in relationships or family or, through a stranger or anything that's happened to you that causes you to fear that you, or feel a fear inside of yourself that something's going to happen, that cannot continue because your whole body and nervous system go through all of the stress all over again as though it's happened for the first time. So I'm very aware of that myself, and anything that I do in any of my videos are there to help you move past your fears. So, and it's for fun as well, to get past, to get through fear in a fun and happy, joyful way. That's the only way that you'll ever win, is that you're focusing only on the positive, right? Which can be difficult to do, we know. So here's this new start coming. And it's here now for us. We're in day one of it. I'm just going to make sure this is turned down a little more. We are in day one of this brand new start. So what's it going to be? Are we going to continue in the same cycle? Are we going to reach for more with ourselves? And that's something that I do a lot is, okay, what can I do now? How can I change this? What can I bring to the people? What will help them get to the next levels? So 2021, of course, it's a whole different energy once again. And I am offering the 2021 one-year forecast as well for you personally. But also I'm going to have a lot of things available for you all to access for free. A lot of free stuff, a lot of discounted stuff. And I'm just going to continue going with this to show you that for me, it's about you receiving a way forward that you're in control of. I think that's extremely important in your healing process, to understand that you don't need anybody else's help. Once you understand all the different parts and aspects of yourself, you don't need anyone's help. And you can maintain this energy on your own. And sure, some people aren't going to like it. There are going to be people that are offended no matter what I say, or no matter what you say, or how you might come across, or how, I come across, or whatever. So we can't worry about those things, remembering that our intention from the heart is all that ever truly matters. This new start coming for you is about confidence, having confidence in yourself, having confidence in your journey, in your healing path. And a brand new start comes with the new moon. In the Moonology book, I'll just read it to you a little bit. Obviously, the new start's on its way. You'll soon start to feel more hopeful about having the things that you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working really well, and it's time to forget about the past. There is nobody on this planet that is absolutely perfect. We're all a work in progress, you would agree. So we all have things that we hold as dark fears or worries or concerns that we've held for a long time that nobody may realize, understand, or know about, and that's cool. And this space here is for everybody to feel, safe, to be lighthearted, even when there's things that are, obviously negative all around us right now. I choose to be lighthearted, make fun of things, and stay in that positive vibration, because I know that this not only helps me, just as in myself, but it also leads the way for the next cycle to begin. It leads you guys into feeling better within yourself as well. Okay, so there is a yes coming your way when the new start is coming with a new moon. This is one of the most auspicious cards because it's totally positive, suggests something new and exciting is already developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed. You are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way. So be there on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, then this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean, right? If the situation you're asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now, or something totally new and fresh is on its way. So the new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible, and a time of rebirth. It's a time that some people do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to the other worlds. Okay, so this is what we've got with the energy of I'm just going to get rid of this candle burning right here. Yeah, the energy of this new moon, right? Now, let's have a look at the next card, which is what I've just been talking about, working through your fears. Okay, super important. Working through your fears. Otherwise, what can happen is, in any situation, if you don't work through your fears, then in any situation, what can happen is that you will find something to be afraid of. All right? And you can't live your life like that and get positive results. So negative energy can only exist where fear is present. And that even happens with ghost energy and hauntings and things like that. Because of the fear, the energy grows because it's just an energy. So when we send love to anything that's negative, or any person that's negative, or anyone that gets the wrong idea or has a hard time assimilating what you're trying to do, or is picking on you for some reason or whatever, when we send love and detach our energy from that space, then we're doing the most beautiful thing for both people or for both situations. So here we've got to work through our fears with the Scorpio energy. It's time to let go of grudges that you may be holding against somebody, right? Everybody has their journey. Time to move on from any jealousy energy. Jealousy energy comes in when you feel lower than somebody else, or you feel less than good enough to receive. So you see someone else as having things and doing things and being happy, and you can become jealous of that. And let me tell you that the energy of jealousy can very, very quickly turn to hate. very quickly. I've seen this happen in relationships and friendships, etc. And, it just becomes very, very ugly. And suddenly that negative energy just takes right over. So if you're feeling jealous of somebody else, or somebody is jealous of you, just for a moment have an understanding that if someone's jealous of you, then they have a low self-esteem. They don't see that unconditional love, and they've still got a little way to go. But don't take it personally. Again, send blessings, move on your way. When we take things personally, it can get really messy. And we're only human. Sometimes we are going to take things personally. Sometimes we're going to get upset if someone gets the wrong idea about us, right? We're going to be hurt when you're trying to do really nice things and someone just scoffs at it and, takes it the wrong way. I mean, of course, this happens to me throughout my career. This has happened to me. People have taken me the wrong way or misunderstood something I've said or tried to do. And it's not my problem though, because my intention comes from the heart and it's from a great space. So if someone takes offense by something that you're doing and you know in your heart that you're trying to just do the right thing and be blessed and share it, with great intention, then don't ever let anybody project like that and take it personally, right? We have to just work through these things on our own and understand that everyone's at their level in their journey as well. It also says, could it be that you're being paranoid? This is working through the fears. And sometimes that happens as well because we're so sensitive and, we're opening up our abilities. Therefore, our sensitivities are also going to open up. So it makes sense that we could start getting worried about what other people think or whether you're going to fit in or whether someone's going to understand you or whatever. And that sort of thing, or whether you're even going to get anxious, right? And so then you start worrying, oh, what if I get anxious? And then it starts going around in your head as well. So look at all of these things that you feel and have understanding and compassion for them, but realize that it's not causing, it's not bringing you what you want, it's bringing you more of the same. You see? Just changing it a little bit will help. Another thing that I wanted to offer, and I was talking to my husband about this, is I want to do some kind of free, course or spiritual course or something on opening up and having confidence with your own abilities and opening up your business and doing it in this way and helping other people. Because most people are going to be working from home. Everyone's, doing a lot of things online now. And so having confidence online and doing all those sorts of things, it might be something. If you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know in the comments. If you want to start your own business in any kind of spiritual practice or even just any kind of business online, I do have a lot of experience with this and can help you to feel confident in what you're doing. There's a few little things you've got to remember with it. So let me know if that's something that you want. Okay. It also talks about attuning to the moon and make an investment in yourself. So, Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary sometimes. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio actually demands it. In fact, it's working through your dark side that you can get to the light. Okay, and the new moon in Scorpio suggests you just need to do this. So sifting through those fears, releasing any doubts, asking yourself when your low confidence began and who placed it there and why did you believe them, and really analyzing yourself, obviously knowing that there's always help and assistance available, right? Understand that on your journey, no matter where you are on your journey, that you are completely and 100% unconditionally supported in everything that you want to do, right? As long as your intention is for goodness, for wellness, for helping others, for bringing joy, of course, not wanting to hurt anybody. Some people out there just go out of their way to hurt people and upset people and pick on people, and don't understand the repercussions that that may have to a sensitive soul. There's some people out there that's just who they are. They're agitators. So if you didn't watch my Soul Purpose webinar, right, this is exactly what we talked about, all the different types of our soul personality. There was like, I think there's like 42 of them or something. It was unbelievable. And okay, so we did that on Patreon. So patrons do get some free webinars, and they also get free meditations and different readings and the deeper readings and stuff, just because YouTube is changing everything, cutting me right back. It's been difficult, maybe because it's a positive energy here. I don't know what their thinking is, but a lot of people like me have been suppressed a lot. So that's why I moved to Patreon, because everything's changing. But I'm still here, of course. So, if you're not a patron, it's only $5 a month, and you get access to just everything. So, of course, all the links are below. But it's more about, this energy now is we just have to recognize our own habits and our own things that we're doing, And obviously, if we want things to change, we can't keep doing things in the same way and then expecting miraculous energy to start shifting. A lot of people believe in miracles, and that's fantastic. And the energy of miracles works with your energy. So if, you're focused on lack, and you're focused that it's hard, or this is going to be too hard to do this, or I can't leave this position because what if there's a worse one out there? Or what if maybe I'm leaving my job and I'm not going to have any money. Okay, I'm just going to stay in this hellhole that I'm in, that I hate, just for the sake of it. Instead of seeking inside of yourself a different alternative, which is positive. And you could say to yourself, all right, I'm not happy in this place that I'm in. So I'm going to ask for the universe to create for me a doorway, an opportunity, a new direction. And it's going to be easy. And then I'm going to walk through that direction, and it's going to be more abundant. I'm going to feel better about myself. My body will feel less tense. I'm going to have the energy that I've been waiting for come back. I'm going to just feel like $1 million. So better for me to just leave it up to the universe to deal with and stop worrying about it, because every time I worry about it, I'm just putting a block on what I want. So worry equals block, stress equals block, negativity equals block, anger equals block, low self-esteem equals block, worry, stress, concerns, jealousy, hatred, anger, all of these things only hurt you, not anybody else. Although the energy is not nice, but it hurts you more than it hurts anybody else, All right, let's do what's coming up for us. Let's have a look at that. Let's get some positive things. Okay. I do appreciate you guys who are here on the live shows. And as you know, they're always intended to be fun, not intended to upset anybody or hurt anybody, of course. So I will always stand by my work and what I do, because I know where my heart space is. All right. Okay, so what's coming up? Actually, you know what? I don't really want to use these cards. I've decided to use some different cards. Don't know which ones. Okay, let me have a look. All right. Let's have a look at the Archangel cards here. All right. So what can we expect now that we're in this new cycle? Okay. Remember, I have quick readings available, 15-minute readings, $25, you get it back real quick. I have deeper readings, I've cut prices on everything. And of course, the 2021 forecast, that's going to have a lot more in it this year. So if you've had one before and you love them, because I always get people say, "Oh, this is what my forecast said," kind of thing. If you really love them, and I do love doing them, although obviously energies change, things shift, people change, decisions are made, etc. But I do my best to cover many themes in those readings. You get a lot. Other people will charge probably between $600 and $800 to do this reading. Seriously, I've seen it advertised. I've seen people, advertising $300 an hour. For me, you'd get 3 or 4 sessions for that amount, 3 or 4 times on the phone. So just be careful where you're going, and follow your intuition, of course. So what can we expect coming up now? What's the new beginning? And we have the 10 of Gabriel. So ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please other people. So this is something that you need to remember, because you got yourself, by the looks of things, quite stressed out in the month of November especially. There was a lot of energy going on, right? And you have to remember that it's important. It's actually very super important that you ask for help from the angels. When you do this, you are actually bringing forth such a blessing of new energy, not just to yourself, but to others that you are connected with. So how important is it to ask for assistance? You may not think that you're going to get heard or answered. You may not think that the angels have got time for you. That is just one of the biggest, lies that we can tell ourselves, because we feel that we're not worth the help and support, or we feel that we're taking away from somebody else. It's a load of rubbish. That's just how people think, The angels want us to ask because they are here to assist humanity, not giving us everything we want and just making every wish come true for us, but working with our energy for that to happen, creating a miracle for yourself. That's why this is called Divine Miracles. Create one for yourself. That's what my motto has always been. And this is how we do things to teach you, So ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Rule number 1. And working with too many hours and all this overwork stuff and too many hours in your head, okay? The angels will help to alleviate that, giving you more time in your day. What else is new? What's coming up? And the next card is Archangel Uriel. And it's talking about stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So this is the business owner, isn't it? This is somebody who wants to start their own business, their own practice, whatever it is. Write books or set something up, and do it and share it and be it and live it. And so you're really called upon to be that boss, be your own boss with the Emperor. And Archangel Uriel is the counseling angel, is the one that's going to help you to move past your fears, move past your triggers, move past anything that's been holding you back. And he actually starts asking you questions about why you're doing what you're doing. For example, if you're always feeling responsible for other people's things, Archangel Uriel might say, why do you feel like you have to do that? And you'll be like, well, if I don't do it, then it's really not going to get done. And, it just saves me a lot of time doing it myself, because if I ask this person, then I'm going to have to explain it to them anyway. Anyway, you may have 1,000 excuses as to why you feel you need to stay in charge and be responsible for everything and everyone before yourself. And again, he says, why do you feel like you've got to do it? And you're like, what are you asking me this for? I just told you why I feel like I have to do it. And Archangel Uriel would say something like, it's time to give it up. It's time to allow the angels, allow your team, your spiritual light team, to actually do something. We're just sitting here waiting for you to ask us, and you're, flapping around trying to get everything done. So if you ask us for help and support, the way will be opened a lot quicker, right? And so he questions you as to why you don't see yourself as important enough yourself, why everybody else is more important than you. He questions why you may believe that to be true. Why do you believe that, others are more important than you are? Why do you believe that you're the one that can fix things all the time, or it's just easier, or whatever? Maybe that's what you've seen in the past, but it's exhausted you, which really hasn't helped you or the situation or anyone else. So, time to look at these little things, little subtle things that you may do in your life that blocks the flow of love and support coming in your direction. And if you still feel that it doesn't come to you, or you've asked for help and you don't see anything or whatever, then you're having an expectation of that being the case. So maybe just try to have an expectation of being open to any and all signs and messages from your angels. Any sign could be something in the sky that you see, or a leaf falling right in front of you, or an unusual animal chirping, or a bird chirping that you haven't heard before. Notice the subtle things. Notice those subtle things, the kind compliment you get from a stranger. And then you'll start seeing bigger things. All right, what else do we need to know here? So the focus so far is about really acknowledging your worth, okay? Acknowledge your worth. Doesn't mean being superior, of course. And some people do have a very powerful and superior attitude, and, that's whatever they want to do. That's cool. And sometimes you may make a suggestion to somebody and they've got their own way of doing things, so it feels like they're shooting you down. Maybe they're just responding in the only way they know how. But again, taking it personally, never a good idea. So here's the leap of faith. This is what we're being asked to do with Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You're going to have to do this when you're starting anything for your own. You cannot compare with others, because it will stop you. It'll stop you from doing what you want to do. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy, regardless of anyone's input, because I'm telling you now, if I had listened to my friends and family about starting this channel 11 years ago, I wouldn't be doing it. They were laughing. They thought it was funny. Oh, Becky, how embarrassing. You're going to do videos? Oh my God. Because it was embarrassing for them, because they wouldn't do videos. But it was what I really believed in, sharing a message, and it took me a lot to have confidence to do that. It took me a lot just to really, really sit back and say to myself, I have to trust wholeheartedly in what I'm doing and what I'm feeling and what I'm saying all the time. Otherwise, it won't work. It just won't work. So this is the same thing for you. If you have trouble believing, if you have trouble having faith, if you're looking at too many thousands of other people and their success, and you're feeling bad about it instead of feeling inspired by it, if you're feeling bad about it, then you're like, well, what's the point in doing it, because all these people have got all this, and I'll never get that. Then you're into it for the wrong reasons, I know what that feels like though, because I used to sit there and think, well, and this was back in the Doreen Virtue day, I'm like, well, she's got so many people, so many books, so many cards. Who's going to listen to me? And the angels were like, it's not about that. It's not about that at all. This is about you expressing your feelings and how you've come about with your spiritual journey. And it's the same for you. It doesn't have to be the same as anybody else. You don't have to have the same beliefs as anybody else, you know, but just coming from the right place is all that's ever required. And that will ensure not only your success, but extreme confidence in yourself. Because confidence means everything. If you have confidence in yourself and what you're doing and who you are and what you believe in, then nothing else will ever get to you, right? Ever. It won't get to you. So many of you are listening and you already have fantastic abilities, ideas, creativity, musical talent, therapy talent, counseling talent, spiritual knowledge, advice, attunements, energy, healing, Reiki, whatever it is that you do, you know, even with working with animals or anything like that. It's time now, even if this is just your second little thing that you do because you love it, it's really time to start pushing it forward and not let anything hold you back, not even yourself. Super important. One more card for us, and I thank you for your patience. Well, this information just really needed to come out today, and I really needed to share it with all of you. It's been a very, very rushed time, and for me and for everybody, of course, and really, really trying to give you guys just all of it, you know, everything that I can do to support you on your journey, you know. And I really thank the people that have amazing understanding as well as we're going through. Because there is only so many hours in the day, of course, and it's only me doing everything that I do. My husband supports me wonderfully, but the whole tech side of everything is me. So it can get challenging, but that's the way of it. It's your thing. It's your baby, so you kind of love doing it, right? Okay, one more message for everybody, then I'll let you go and ponder. And we have the sun. So if we're listening to all of this, it's Archangel Uriel again. If we're listening to all of this message today, this is the real message here. The sun shining on the situation. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking. Be an inspiring success. Be that success. Everybody wants to be successful. I know it. Every time someone asks me about what's my life purpose, it's like, well, it's something that they're thinking it's something that they're most good at, the most successful at, that make the most money or whatever it is. Sadly, your life purpose is not about money at all. It's about success that you have in doing what you love, because it all will come together if you're doing what you love. If you're inauthentic and false, then it'll never come together, or you'll get quick results and then it just dies out. So the energy is about building a firm foundation. And I'm holding on to the energy of building a firm foundation now for 11 years online and 30 years with what I do, you know. So you know, I'm just saying to myself, what's built on a strong foundation will never die. And that's how it is, right? So the sun shines into your life here, bringing the path, bringing the movement, bringing the changes, bringing the upliftment, uptuning your abilities, bringing in the healing, changing your life, you know, into what you want it to be, not drudgery, dragging yourself around, having physical problems, feeling stressed, feeling anxious, you know, all the time, feeling jittery, feeling everybody's stuff, you know, with your empathy and stuff. You can be in control of every single thing that happens to you. You can. You know, I'm living proof of it, you know. And that's why I'm so passionate about what it is that I do, the messages that I bring, the knowledge, the channeling, the putting myself out on a limb, doing fun and silly things on video, and just being there for you guys to show you that life can be what you make it. Life can be fun. And I know that many of you say, yes, but I've got all of this and this and this and this and this. I know it. I know it. I've been there. I know that, you know. And I still have, you know, obviously sadness in my heart for my children in Australia. We can't get there. You can't travel. You can't do anything right now. And, you know, it's sad because there's animals that are dying and I haven't been able to be there. My animals that I've had for 12 years, you know. And thinking to myself I'd be able to get back, you know. So there's still disappointment and frustrations that we have to deal with. And what ends up happening to you is you have a bigger understanding of why that needs to take place. You end up saying to yourself, look, this is happening now because of, it's not just my journey. This has to do with other people in my life and what they need to experience as well. We even take the things that are happening personally when it may not even be about us. You know, there's big lessons in that as well. So remember that no matter where you are on your journey, doesn't matter where you are on your journey, it doesn't matter what you believe in, magical stuff or Wicca or you know, tarot, just doing tarot, or fairies or spirit guides, or whatever it is that you truly, you know, makes you tick, whatever gives you joy, then it's time for you to give it to others as well and pass on what you know in your own way. And whatever that is, music, creativity, art, whatever, you know, have a go. And that was the thing with makeup and stuff. I had a go. It was the first time I'd ever done a half a mask thing on my face ever in my life. And I thought, I'm just going to have a go and create a change for Friday the 13th being unlucky into something joyful and something silly and something that we will remember, right? And even for like Halloween and things like that, I'd never done that sort of thing before. I just used to always go as myself, right? So it's doing different things and getting out of your comfort zone expands your energy. Now, if any of you need help with anything, of course, please reach out. Have a look at the things, BDevineOnline.com. I'm trying to keep that as my all services sort of link because it works easier with applying discounts and things like that. If you want to purchase something that is a little more expensive, that's fine. All you have to do is talk to me and I can send you an invoice, and guess what? You can make installments. Easy, done. And when you're, you know, 3/4 of the way through, we get started. You know what I'm saying? It's like so easy. So anything that you need, please remember that I can work with you and I will work with you. I don't tolerate anyone's rudeness at me though, or nastiness or demanding stuff. I mean, no, that's not going to wash, but I'm willing to work with you. If you can work with me on times and things like that, no problem at all. So I really hope that whatever it is that was said today, something must have sparked inside of you as something that is a truth for you, as understanding for you, as support for you, and healing for you. That's where my heart lies in this message today. There was something that I was like, I have to say something. And it was like a call from Spirit to do so. So I always allow Spirit to guide me all the way along. Doesn't mean I'm perfect, not at all. Right? Still have things we all have to learn, of course. But the heart space being clear and willing to help and give love and support, that's what I'm all about. So, thank you very much for listening, and for all of those who do follow along with different things on Facebook and Instagram, and patrons, of course, and helping out at in these times while I try to help you guys out with discounting everything and making it easier for you to purchase, and pushing myself as hard as I can to be there for you all, especially as we're coming towards Christmas and moving into the new year as well. Don't forget those New Year readings. Very, very powerful. And until the next time, thank you for being here and subscribing. Please share these videos if you feel the need. And looking forward to talking to you soon. Many blessings, and bye for now.